Do you have bluegill in your aquarium and you're wondering what to feed them? We will let you know in this video. Generally, various fish need special care no matter the type of fish you choose to raise. It is pretty easy to care for various fish, especially the bluegill, as they require you to provide basic care such as clean water, good space, as well as fish feed. Bluegill fish will feed on a whole lot of things, so keep on watching to discover what to feed your bluegill aquarium fish with. Info about bluegill fish. Bluegill fish are long-bodied freshwater sunfish. They are native to North America and they dwell mostly in lakes, rivers, and ponds. Bluegill fish are one common loving fish raised among aquarium hobbyists. They are quite friendly fish to have in your home aquarium, and they possess some fascinating habits you would love to witness. Habits like doing hide and seek from predators by taking cover at the back of any covering or shield in your aquarium. They can grow up to 2 kilograms to 2.5 kilograms in weight. Bluegill can also grow as long as 12 inches or more. They can live up to 4 or 6 years. What can you feed your aquarium bluegill with? The bluegill fish are carnivores. This implies they are capable of feeding on other little types of fish or small animals. So, the following are what you can feed your bluegill fish within your aquarium. 1. Minnows. One common little fish to feed your bluefish is a minnow. Minnows are normally dropped around feeding time in the aquarium and the bluegill fish goes hunting them. You can trim the minnow's tail and not worry about shedding blood in your aquarium. Trimming is done so they won't be able to swim and it will be easier for your bluegill fish to catch and feed on them. 2. Shiner fish. Shiner fishes are little fish you can feed your bluegill with. Their size is about 2 to 3 inches, which makes them perfect for feeding matured bluegill fish. You can purchase them from bait shops and they are also used as bait for capturing bluegill fish in the wild. 3. Shad fish. Shad fish are tiny and they can be fed with bluegill fish. Although they might be scarce to find, they can be added to the list of food to feed bluegill. 4. Baitfish. The baitfish are primarily used in the wild for catching bluegill fish from their natural habitat. Bluegill enjoys feeding on baitfish, especially the bigger-sized bluegill fish. Most bluegill keepers prefer feeding them with baitfish because they are readily available in pet shops. They are also not so pricey. 5. Suckerfish. Little fish like sucker is also included in the food for your bluegill fish. This slender cylindrical-bodied fish is one of the bluegill favorites and they will enjoy feeding on these little fishes. 6. Larvae and insects. Larvae and insects are not left out from the various kinds of food you can feed your bluegill. As previously mentioned, bluegill fish feast on any little animals such as larvae and insects. Examples are crickets, grasshoppers, and mealworms. Actually, if you wish to lure bluegill to the surface in their wild natural habitat, insects are best used as bait. 7. Water insects. Another food you can feed your bluegill is water insects, and they are rich in nutrients for your fish. They will feed on insect larvae, mosquito larvae, any eggs laid in water, and even water bugs. 8. Crustacean. Crustaceans such as small freshwater shrimps and small crayfish are not left out from food to feed your bluegill fish. They can be purchased easily from fish or feed shops. 9. Zooplankton. It is the young bluegill fish that mostly feed on zooplankton, and this also feed supplies them adequate nutrients to grow. 10. Fish pellets and dried worms. Bluegill fish will also feed on dried worms and fish pellets. They are cheap and available in fish or feed shops. Other bluegill foods you can also add to your fish feed are terrestrial insects and water insects. Stocking density for bluegill in an aquarium. Bluegill fish requires adequate spacing. Therefore, they can take up to 50 to 70 gallons of water. The required pH should fall around 6.8 to 7.2. Bluegill fish can also live along with tank mates of other species of fish. When feeding your aquarium bluegill, you will need to monitor them. It is best you feed them during the day and the feeding session should be short. Also, Try not to overfeed them, as this could lead to your tank being polluted. Remove any leftover food and readjust the feeding portion the next time. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.